Hey everybody, so I'm here to give you my first impressions on the first 5 hours of Xenoblade 2. So let me just start off by saying that if you're a fan of the character design in Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, then you're in for a treat, since Tetsuya Nomura, the same guy, is the one who designed the characters here. So thank you, Nintendo, for that. Next up, let me just say that the music is incredible. I will say that there are tracks. If you played the first one, Xenoblade Chronicles, there are tracks that emulate the tracks from the original, sort of how modern Mario tracks, they follow certain formulas from old Mario tracks. So at first it sort of bothered me a little bit, but that's just because I know where it comes from. But once you get past that sort of cognitive dissonance where you're like, oh, this part is really similar to that other, the music's freaking incredible. And that's just on some of the songs that I see big similarities to the original soundtrack. So the game is definitely not perfect. If I'm being honest, it's a bit of a mess in certain areas, like the camera is a bit of a mess. And I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, that it doesn't impact the experience. Just know that sometimes it's gonna happen, you'll get used to it, you'll get better at the camera. And you really just forgive the roughness, at least for me, since I love this game, you forgive the roughness around the edges because the game is so big, it's so ambitious, it does a lot well that you just sort of forgive it. It's not a big deal. Some of it has to do with frame rate stuff. So that's what you were seeing in the reviews a lot. People complaining about that and docking it for points. Honestly, if I had to give it a score, I can't obviously do that because I'm only 5 hours in, but I would give it, it's definitely above a 9 in my opinion, even with the flaws. Okay, even with the flaws. The game honestly plays like a masterpiece. If you like the combat from the first one, even from X, you're gonna love it. In my opinion, it's the best combat the series has ever had. And honestly, the best combat I've seen in a JRPG. By the way, if you hate this game, I completely understand. I think you'll love or hate it. And also let me just say that a lot of the things the reviewers were saying, they were complaining about the voices. Okay, well, maybe the English voices are terrible. I'm playing in Japanese, but some of the things they were complaining about, like, oh, in the battles, it's just everyone screaming and you can't hear the music and blah, blah, blah. That's a bunch of bull because you can adjust all those settings. So honestly, a lot of the reviews out there, it seems like they either didn't play the game enough because apparently, from what I've heard, I might be wrong, they only had about a week to play the game, and that seems insane. Like, this is a game that you should probably take at least about a month to properly review it. And a lot of people, I think, just hate it. Like, if you don't like RPGs, classic JRPGs, you're not gonna like this game. And I know that some reviewers have to review it regardless. So anyway, if you're a JRPG fan, then let's thank Nintendo for this. Thank you.